Hey, good morning RC crawler buddies. This is Tom with Attached BRC Rock Crawlers. I'm not really doing an overview of the element. That's been done. Just some simple mods I made to mine to make it perform better. I did take out all the original electronics and put my own in there as usual. I'm not saying the original electronics are bad. I prefer my own. I love the Holmes-Hobbies Revolver. And I like the Mamba X, and I have a couple of preferences on my servos. One is a 555 Reef's servo. I put that one in there. I just recently picked it up. That makes like 3 or 4 I have. And then the 1800 kV Revolver, which I've been saying for years is the diesel motor of the electric world, just because of all the torque it has. Anyway, besides that, I put Incision drive shafts on it. The stock drive shafts are plenty strong. These are just stronger, and they put some usable weight down low without being overly, heavy. I've done this before, but this next mod, I've done this before, but a buddy of mine, Monty, brought it to my attention again, because I was going to put taller shock towers on here to drop the chassis down, because stock RTR, the drive shaft angle is really bad. Not saying they won't work on the trail. They obviously work on the trail. It's just a better drive shaft angle is better for longevity. And it's much better now. But anyway, the modification my buddy Monty gave me, or reminded me of, is to drop the bottom of the shock mount to the lowest lower link down here. So I did that all the way around. Obviously I had to get rid of my behind the axle steering, which kind of sucked because I kind of liked it, but I mean, we've been running links up front anyway, so it doesn't really make a difference. I just kind of liked it behind, but I got it mounted on the lower also. The other thing, obviously, I got rid of the stock tires, and these are the Predators TSL. Just super sticky, super soft. I mean, look at that rubber. And I went with a 2-stage double deuce foams from Crawler Innovations. Right now, the mounts are just, just your locking Velcro, and it was just done in just a matter of a minute or two just to get this rig on the trail. I've got to make some regular mounts, Velcro mounts right here and right here, countersink the screws, mount aluminum, all that other stuff. Anyway, I also did put the associated steel gears all the way in the transmission. I put the 11% overdrive. To be honest with you, I think it needs more than the 11%. I found out that about 25% overdrive in the front or underdrive in the rear works best. And that's usually about what I run my rigs at. So that way, for every full rotation you get on this, if you mark it at the 6 and you rotate that tire all the way back around to the 6, this tire will come all the way back around and end up at the 3 where you have your mark at, and that's about the perfect underdrive in the rear that I like. And I prefer to underdrive the rear as opposed to the front, because underdriving just always creates less torque twist as opposed to overdriving something and gearing it up. Anyway, let me get this body on here. I'm sure it's going to rub a little bit because I do have it setting pretty low, just with the goofy Velcro stuff I have going on right now. And I'll make mounts later. I still got to put my servo winch in there, and I might make my own sliders because I don't like these being in the way. And regardless of what people think, this is not the best spot for a battery, or up front. If you look at the drop in the chassis, the sliders are always the lowest part, in the chassis. If you're trying to get the lowest center of gravity, You know, this obviously weight up front is important, but you also need the weight as low as possible. And the slider is the lowest possible place. You know, so there might be a chance that I'll cut all this off or make my own. The battery will go on one side, all the electronics will go on the other. And well, I'm gonna toss the body on and take it for a spin on the back rock garden. All right, here we go. We're at the rock garden, and forgive me, but I think this body is gonna rub, you know, being setting this low, and there's probably a good chance it's gonna pop off. Oh, I can't take credit for this paint job. I usually paint my own bodies, but an individual named Dion, he gets his bodies from High Desert Hobbies in Palmdale. I got to throw that plug out there. It's a great hobby shop, and I've always seen them easily meet internet prices, if not better. I just hate California taxes. I mean, we all do. But anyway, you can get a hold of Dion if you want a body painted for you through High Desert Hobbies. They have his number and everything. I still got to make bumpers and body mounts for it correctly and stuff. The body's already starting to pop off. Give me a sec, I'm just going to pop the body on. All right. Okay, I'll try not to flip it right here, but I can't promise you anything. Oh, there it goes. Anyway, I'm gonna stop the video right now. I'm sure you guys are loving the noise from the Revolver. The camera just picks up that noise, you know, the speakers. It's not really near as bad in real life, but the torque is worth any of the annoying sound it makes. But you know, I want a little bit more speed out of it, so there's probably a good chance I'll throw like a 2700 KV Polar Pro, or maybe even a 33 in there. Anyway, you guys have a great day. God bless.